Hey YouTube, and I'm back with my second video, but I am going to be talking about WWE's Royal Rumble that is tomorrow night. And I have a lot to say, so y'all know how this goes. I'm going to start with the important matches, and then I'm going to get on the men and women Royal Rumble, who to be looking for, and things. So with this year. So we're going to start off. So let me start off with AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. Now with this match, I have a 50-40. I say with 50%, AJ Styles will get that title belt back, and I say about 40% that Daniel Bryan will contain. The reason I give Daniel Bryan 40%, I give it to him. He's a hell of a wrestler, hell of a good wrestler, and I love that he is made a comeback and everything. But you got to think of, it's a lot of wrestlers right now do not want to work with Daniel Bryan due to his injury before him coming back. All right. Now I have this, let me give you this. Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar. This is a 50-50%. And the reason I say it's a 50-50%, it might be a 50% that Brock Lesnar will contain, but it might be a 50% that Finn Balor win. But I'm on that 50% that I want Finn Balor to win, because right now I am tired. Let me just say, I am tired. And let me just say again, I am tired of seeing Brock Lesnar with that title. Because, number one, if you think about it, I'm going to do it on a different video, do a video about it, of why I think everything is handed to Brock Lesnar. So that's that one. For that. Now, let's get this. Oh, y'all, listen to this. For 205 Live, they have Murphy. Let's get this, y'all. They got Murphy versus Tozawa versus Kalisto, Hetaka Amoto in a four-way championship match for that Cruiserweight Championship. Excuse me, y'all. Now, to get me, and let me say, to get me to say this. Let me see how I can say this for y'all. To get me to say this. My two people going in is Tawaza. Tawaza. That's the an Asian, and Kalisto. Those are my two going into that match. But I don't know why they put the belt on Murphy anyway. To me, I'm not trying to be mean or disrespectful, but I feel like some kind of way, I felt like Vince McMahon kind of paid certain superstars off to make sure he stayed as champion. So I want to hear your thoughts about that at the end. Now, you got Rusev. Let's just say it, Rusev versus Shinsuke Nakamura. First and foremost, I don't think Shinsuke Nakamura should act to get a rematch for that match. Oh, and before I forget, on that Cruiserweight title belt, it's a 50-50%. So, with Rusev versus Shinsuke Nakamura, I'm saying, I don't think Shinsuke Nakamura deserves a title belt, a rematch. Vince McMahon is going back on some of the clauses that he has said will be, like when he said, oh, it won't be when Shane McMahon said, oh, no more rematches. Wait, you're giving certain people rematch after rematch after rematch after rematch. Oh, do Shinsuke Nakamura deserve a rematch against Rusev? No, because Shinsuke used Rusev's wife as a weapon. To me, you do not award that. And to me, it looks like Vince McMahon is awarding that because he wants Shinsuke Nakamura to have that title. So with this match, it's a 50-50% chance, but I'm going with that 50% chance with Rusev. All right. Now let's get on the test on this tag team. We got The Miz and Shane McMahon versus The Bar. Now I feel with 50%, 50%, with 50%, The Miz and Shane McMahon with 50%, and The Bar with 40%. 50% that Shane McMahon and The Miz will win that title belt, but only 40% that The Bar will contain. Why? Because number one, it's some hiccups in there. They haven't worked out because they have been having some problems the last few weeks. So, yeah, there you go. Now, let's get this Becky Lynch versus Asuka for the women's title belt. Now, do I believe Becky, listen y'all, do I believe Becky can defeat Asuka? No. I feel like this is going to be the time that they are going to start another reign of Asuka like she did on NXT when she was undefeated and no one can beat her. And so I think that's what's going to get ready to happen on SmackDown. Sorry, but I'm just telling it like it is. And I have and with that, that's a 50-50% chance, but I'm going with that 50% chance on Asuka. Now, everybody's looking forward to this. Sasha Banks versus Ronda Rousey. Now, y'all, let me put my 2 cents in this. Both women are good. Both of them have submission moves. And, like, I was looking at the poll. Everybody, like, saying Sasha's going to be the one to tap. I feel like this might be a chance that Ronda Rousey might be the one tapping. I'm just saying. She might be the one tapping. Ronda might be the one that's tapping because both of them got good submission moves. But it's a 50-50 chance. I like both of them. They both kind of like similar in a way, but not too similar. So I can't, like I'm saying, I'm going to be biased when it comes to the Raw Women's Championship. But it's a 50-50 chance it can go either way. So now let's get started on the men. On the men's Royal Rumble match. And for the men's, I did predictions of 50% or 30%. So in no particular order. And at number 15, I have Drew McIntyre. I feel like Drew McIntyre will come up short when it comes to the Royal Rumble. I feel at number 14 would be Big E. Like I'm saying, he's going to come up a little short as well. Number 13 will be a WWE legend. Literally. Number 12 will be Braun Strowman. Number 11 would be Samoa Joe. Number 10 will be Bobby Lashley. Number 9 will be Elias. Number 8 will be Rey Mysterio. Number 7 will be Randy Orton. Number 6 will be Kofi Kingston. Now, the reason I put Kofi Kingston at number 6, you know, Kofi Kingston's always had these little crazy moves and things, like, you know, the last few years when he gets, people think they get him out, but he end up hanging on. He be on the barricade, he's on the thing, or his hands touch the floor and his feet's not, and he has to get back in the ring. He finds these methods. So that's why Kofi Kingston is like higher up on the list. R-Truth. Come on, R-Truth is coming in at number 30. Baby, who would not want to see R-Truth win this? Come on, he's getting up there in age. You know, he's getting up there in age. Y'all. He's getting up there in age. So I would want to see him. I say he'll be up there. He'll be at number 5. And at number 4 would be Seth Rollins. Come on. He's my, that from 5 to 1. So our truth is that 50-50 type thing. When you get before you get to our not our, but before you get to Kofi Kingston, you only got your 30% percentile guys. Now here I'm coming into, so from Kofi to R-Truth to Seth Rollins, that's your 50% percentile guys that you need to be looking at. So then you got Mufasa. Let me just say it. Mufasa Ali. That I keep saying they need to be doing a Latin kind of gimmick with him. I'm just saying. Y'all, Mufasa Ali is my number 3, top 3 guy that y'all need to be looking at, because I feel like he's going to perform very well this year. Okay? Coming in at number 2 would be Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy also with that 50% percentile of Mike coming up and winning the thing. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's that. Now, before I get to my number 1 pick for the men's Royal Rumble, let me give you my bonus pick. My bonus pick will have to be the Souls, Jay and Jimmy Souls. Now, the reason I have to say that is because, number 1, with them, I can't put them a number because they are twins. So, you can say, oh, I got Jay out, but it's really, these are twins. They can play the twin switcheroo. I'm just saying. They can play a twin switcheroo. Let's just get it. A twin switcheroo. Twin switcheroo. We have never seen Jay and Jimmy Uso play the twin switcheroo. Let's just say I would love to see it. But yeah, coming in at number 1, who has been on a good kind of kick, a good kick since January. I mean, since December until now to January. It will be Apollo Crews, y'all. Can y'all say Apollo Crews? Yes, I feel like this is like where WWE needs to start. If Apollo wins or don't win, this is where they need to be like, this is the guy we need to be pushing. So, yeah. So now you see my top 50 to 30% with the men. Now, I have my top 15 with the girls, and I have my 3 bonus. So, let's start with the girls. So, coming in at number 15 will be Mickie James. Now, the reason I put Mickie James at number 15 is because she hasn't been shown a lot since December. She wasn't shown a lot in December, and she haven't been shown a lot this month either. Only appearances and stuff like that, and acting cocky and stuff. Now, y'all know how I feel about cocky wrestlers. I'm going to get on that in a bit. But Mickie comes in at number 15 with the... And so with the women, it's the 50-25%. So number 15 with 20% will be Mickie James. Coming in at number 14 will be Charlotte Flair. Now, y'all, Charlotte Flair deserves to be at number 14 because, number 1, she thinks she's entitled and things should be handed to her, and so that's why she has landed at number 14. It's like she has this entitlement, like she's entitled. So that's why she ends up at number 14 with the 20% percentile. Sarah Logan, I feel like she's somebody y'all need to look at because I feel like she's good. And this is not Sarah Logan and the Riot Squad together. This is Sarah Logan by herself. I feel like she's something that we can have and think, but I feel like it's time, probably about in a year or 2, Sarah Logan will probably needs to break away from the Riot Squad. I'm just saying with the 20%. Now, squish that up with somebody else. Coming in at number 12 would be Nia Jax with 20%. She's been built up to be this top superstar, but but I will say she's going to come up short. Even though she won last year, she won't win this year. Guaranteed. Coming in at number 11, Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega is very impressive, but she will fail with the 20. She is in the 20% percentile, so she will fail. Now, coming in at number 10, also in the 20% percentile, will come up short, will be Alicia Fox, but she's somebody you need to look at as well. Coming in at number 9 will be a WWE legend. Let's put it that way. Now, number 8, even though I say she's going to come up, she's going to fail. Now, let me not say fail. Will come up short with a percentage of 20%. I feel like Dana Brooks will probably be up in that picture with 7%. Will be Bailey, but Bailey is a good wrestler, so I might be wrong, but I'm just saying with 20% she might come up short. Alright, so here's 6 through 1, so let's get started. So coming in at number 6 with 50% percentile would be Natalia. Natalia is a good wrestler, so I would love to see her win this. It'd be kind of cool to have a legend's daughter to win this. So yeah, but she works for everything she gets. So that's that. With 50%, and even though she's coming in at number 30, Carmella might come out on top with 50% percentile. So coming in at number 4 would be Miss Amber Moon. Amber Moon with 50%. 50%, yes. 50%, yes. I feel like, yeah, 50%. That's somebody y'all might want to take a good look at for this year. So coming in at number 3 will be Naomi, also with 50% percentile. As long as she's not eliminated by idiotic, no good, can't stay away from her husband, Mandy Rose. Yeah. Number 2 would be Sonya Deville. I would say Sonya Deville, she did it last year, and she did it earlier this year in earlier this month in a Royal Rumble type like match to anything. Almost won, but she didn't. But yeah. So then the next one is before I get to our number 1, here is my top 3. So my bonus 3 are the following. None other. It would be Tamina Snuka with a negative 10%. I would say with a negative 10%, she's not going to make it, and I can't see her with a negative 10%. Tamina is not going to make it to actually win it. I wish she would, but she needs to break away from her cousin Nia, because I mean they're good as a tag team, but I want to see what Tamina can do individually, and y'all stay tuned with this. I'm gonna be doing a video on Tamina. All right, Lana. Now, Lana also with a negative 10%. I like her style. I love her. She has a good wrestling style. She has some good wins, some good wins, and some losses. But I was like, I will have to do a video on her. But I'm going to say she's going to have a negative 10% of not making it to actually win the whole thing. I'm sorry. So if I could say for number 3, I will have to say Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. I cannot see them winning that at all. And if I have to put a number 4 on there, I will have to say Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott. They will also be a negative 10%, because the reason of the negative 10% on these bonus people is because you got people up in there who I just mentioned from the top 15 to the top, I'm going to get ready to say the top number 1, are more deserving than anybody else. And my number 1 choice, and I'm telling y'all, she's going to be in it, Nikki Bella. Let me just say, Nikki Bella will be the number 1 person going in to win it. I'm just saying, hey, this is, I mean, y'all might not agree with me with this, but that is that. And y'all, let me hear from y'all. Who is y'all top number 1 male and y'all number 1 female to win none other respected the men's Royal Rumble and the women's Royal Rumble? All right, y'all. Y'all know what to do. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.